Hi friends, welcome to SGK English for a new video. Today let us learn some MCQs from Deep Water by William Douglas. Not only MCQs but short answers also are there. My intention is to make you well aware of the entire lesson while going through all these answers. Before beginning the lesson, let me request you to subscribe if you have not, and give me a like and support me and enable the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video. Okay, come to the lesson. The theme of the lesson, deep water. What does it deal with? How he was nearly drowned. How he was nearly drowned. Say it is autobiographical. You see, William Douglas, the author, how he was nearly drowned and how he overcame the fear of water. See how he was able to overcome by constant effort, almost 3 months, more than 3 months actually. You see, he spent, constant practice, disciplined practice and all those things, getting an instructor, you see, and all those things he did for continuously and he was able to overcome. It is good that you know something about the author William Douglas. He spent 2 years teaching in a high school in Yakima. See, multiple choice questions, anything can be asked, even about the author. And later on, he became an advisor to Franklin D. Roosevelt, the President of America. The 32nd President of America, he became an advisor. Okay, now let us come to the question number 2. When did the author get the fear of water for the first time? Yes. So when surfing with his father, of course in a beach in California, surfing. Okay. 10th class you might have studied Nick Vujicic, surfing master, Bethany Hamilton, etc. You know what is surfing. Okay, now? So when he was surfing with his father, you see, when he was only 3 or 4 years of age, it was then that he got the fear for the first time. See, actually he got the fear, but the father was quite unaware of it. It was still in his mind for long years. Question number 3. See, not yet frightened out of my wits. So when he was thrown into that swimming pool, YMCA, see swimming pool, he was going down. He was planning how to come back from the bottom to the top, like a cork, you see, like a rubber ball being thrown onto the floor, just like that. So, what's it? Not yet frightened out of my wits. See, out of my wits means what? Faculty of thinking. I didn't lose my faculty of thinking. See, what does it mean? See, not out of my wits. What does it mean? It means though he was frightened, he felt he had the capability to fight it. So he was not out of his senses. So he was planning to come out and fight it out. So get back to normalcy and escape. See, so he was not out of his wits. He was still in his senses, not unconscious. Okay, now. So though he was frightened, really he was frightened when he was thrown into the swimming pool. He felt he had the capability to fight it. That is what is meant by out of my wits. See, he still had the capability to fight it. See, not out of his senses. He had the faculty of thinking to plan, come out and escape from that. Next question. The curtain of life fell on me. The curtain of life fell. What does it mean? See, he understood that death was imminent, means certain. See, he is going to die. See, his life won't last for long. Yes, death was imminent is the meaning of the curtain of life the curtain of life is falling. I mean, that is what he felt at that time. Trying to scare me? Are you trying to scare me? Whose words are these? Do you remember that? Yes, he got constant training for 3 months and all. Still, some remnants of the fear was still in his mind. And whenever he got, that terror back, see, the difference between terror and fear. Terror is the extreme level of fear. See, fear, you can still challenge it, though you have got that fear. Terror means you are in a way surrendering to that fear. Extreme stage of fear is terror. Okay, now? So terror comes at the end of the last part of that fear. Okay, whose words are these? The author, he told or he challenged whenever he met with that terror while he was trying to, get himself freed from that fear, of course, as well as terror. So he would challenge that terror and it will fly away, fled. The terror fled away from him. Fled. See, ran away from him and he saved himself in such a way. The story, see, I told the first, what is that? How he was nearly drowned, see, at a YMCA swimming pool and how he was able to overcome the fear of water. How he was able to, overcome the fear of water is our story. Okay, all we have to fear is fear itself. Whose words are these? You know it. Okay, now? Roosevelt, the President of America. See, I don't expect very difficult questions to be asked for your examination. Because the government knows very well that you got only very few classes because of lockdown, etc. So direct questions only might be asked. So study the lesson perfectly well and be sure of all the things that happened in that story or in that lesson. Okay, so what does it mean? So there is terror only in the fear of death. You might have heard of these words. What are they? What are these words? A courageous man dies only once, but a coward dies 1,000 times. Okay, now the fear of death is more fearful than death itself. I repeat, the fear of death is more fearful than death itself. See line once again. All we have to fear is a fear itself. So we must not be afraid of fear. So trying to get saved, that is what you have to do. Okay. So whose words are these? Okay. It is, these are the words of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the President of America, the 32nd President of America. So it means there is terror only in the fear of death. So fear, there is terror only in the fear of death. See, I repeat once again, a courageous man dies only once, but a coward dies 1,000 times. The real, what you have to fear is fear itself. See, okay. So all we have to fear is fear itself. Yes. I hope these questions are clear to you. All the things that happened in that story. First, he got that fear when he was 3 or 4, surfing with his father. That fear was in his mind for long. Then when he was 11 years old, he went to YMCA swimming pool. There misadventure happened. He was thrown into the pool by a strong boy. Okay. And terror, he was affected with terror. Later on he was saved, but the terror was with him and he got some trainer, etc. And constant practice, he was able to overcome that terror. Okay, now by challenging it, the last part we saw it. Okay, now so the story is how he was nearly drowned and how he overcame the fear of water. I hope it is clear to you. Thank you for watching. Meet you with another video. Goodbye.